Hello once again, everybody on YouTube. Got a couple things here, a little overdue. Want to take a minute to show off just a couple of things I got for Christmas, comic book related, and then go through my top 20 back issue buys of 2013. Kind of taking a cue from a couple other people's videos. Thought that was pretty neat. We're gonna try that out. But, first off, got a couple of t-shirts. This one here that I'm wearing, this kind of retro Avengers, which actually came in this this neat metal tin. I got for Christmas from my sister, which I thought was pretty cool. Also got this pretty cool Superman shirt. It's kind of dark for Superman, which it's pretty neat. And I think it's a pretty kick-ass Batman here. It's one size too big, so I'm going to try to exchange it, but if I can't find the right size, I'm still going to keep it. Fits well enough. It's pretty kick-ass. I think that may be, if anybody recognizes that, I think that's a Jim Lee Batman. But, it's a pretty cool shirt. Also got from my mom a DVD of Boris Karloff and Bela Lugosi films, 2 each. There's 4 films on it, 2 from each actor. You see there, Walking Dead, Frankenstein 1970, You'll Find Out, and Zombies on Broadway. So, watched the Walking Dead thing. It was pretty neat. Karloff is accused of a crime, sentenced to prison. It's a crime he didn't commit, and they put him in the electric chair, and right after they flip the switch on the chair, the governor calls, "Stop the execution." They're like, "It's too late." And he's like, "Well, stop it now." And he's almost dead. They end up being able to revive him, and then he goes and gets his revenge. So it's pretty neat. It's pretty cool. And picked up a few things for myself. Probably shouldn't have, but they were on sale. Just a couple of Blu-rays. I got the original Red Dawn on Blu-ray with the digital copy. I think it was like $7. Great movie. Far better than the remake. Although the remake is okay, but it doesn't compare to this. If you grew up in the 80s, this was like the movie. You used to go out and play Red Dawn. Also had to pick up the new Wolverine and the combo pack Blu-ray, DVD, and digital. Actually, it was a pretty good movie. Much better than Origins. That movie sucked. This is Wolverine. I mean, they most people will be familiar with the storyline. Some things are changed, but overall, they did a pretty good job. And picked this up. Wasn't really sure about this, but if nothing else, it's pretty, a visually stunning movie. But got the Man of Steel. It has potential. I'll say that. It's not great. It's not Superman. It's a decent sci-fi movie. Like I said, it's got potential. So we'll see. But I picked it up. They had it on sale for like $12 or something. So it was pretty good. Definitely. I mean, I always wanted to see more action-oriented Superman movie. That definitely gives you that in this. Story-wise, yeah, they got a lot of work to do. So we'll see what happens with the second movie. Though it looks like it's going to turn out to be a Justice League movie or something. All right, moving on. I hate to copy some other people's videos, but I think it's a pretty neat idea to just kind of look back on you know, what we've picked up over the past year, and you know, narrow it down to our favorite buys, back issue wise anyway. And I went through mine, pulled out my top 20. No real particular order. I'll start off with Uncanny X-Men 222 and 212, just because they pretty important issues I needed in my X-Men run. Some good minor keys to have. I picked them up at a really good price. I mean, they were only a couple bucks a piece. So, also, just because this was a book I always wanted to pick up in the 90s. It was hella expensive then, and you know, it still goes for a pretty good price. But I managed to find this in a dollar box at the flea market. It was Harbinger #1, and it was the first printing, as far as I can tell. And yeah, I was real excited to pick that up. It was real hard to find in the 90s, and like I said, now you can pick it up. It goes for a little bit, but to find it for $1. Here, a more current book I picked up. I was real happy to find this on eBay for a decent price. It was Cursed Pirate Girl #1. If you have a chance to pick this up at a good price, do so. The art is fantastic. The story is, you know, it's a good lighthearted fantasy story about this little girl, and like I said, the art is just superb. The cover is, you can see, is the title here is hand stamped. This is hand stamped. You know, a lot of things done by hand. It has a very low print run, so it's a good issue to pick up. Managed to pick up some Silver Age issues this past year. Want to start focusing more on some Silver Age issues where I can find them at a good price. Not anything spectacular, but you know, some pretty decent stuff. First here was my first, it's nothing major again, but it was my first kind of Silver Age key. It was a #1, and as far as I can tell, it's the first appearance of the character. Not a well-known character, but it's a Dell comic, Toka, Jungle King, and like I said, it's in there because it was my first Silver Age key. You know, minor, major, in between, otherwise. Also, Strange Tales #168, with Dr. Strange on the cover. Not only is that just an awesome cover, but it is the final issue of Strange Tales with Dr. Strange before he gets his own series, which continued the numbering from Strange Tales. So his first issue is #169. But it's weird because they also continued Strange Tales with issue 169, which I think was the first appearance of Brother Voodoo. So that was pretty cool pickup. This is on my top 20 simply for the cover. Tales to Astonish '98. Great Submariner cover there. Love that blue tone. I put this on the list. This is another Silver Age key I managed to pick up at a good price, and you'll see why. I've shown this before. It is X-Men 28, first appearance of Banshee. You got it for like $7, but I don't know if you can tell, it's pretty beat up, but that was a pretty decent Silver Age key. You know, pretty major character, and was happy to grab that. This is another issue I've been looking for a pretty long time. I have a Marvel Spectacular reprint which uses the cover kind of shrunk down a little bit because it has a larger title, but it's Mighty Thor number 145, Abandoned on Earth. Yeah, you've seen this in a couple of videos. I love this cover. Great cover. Jack Kirby art. Had to put that on my top 20. And this one here, picked this off of eBay. Won it in an auction. I was happy to do so. This is a great book. Very funny, and I think everybody loves this man's art. Sergio Aragones. This is Gru number 1 from PC Comics. And this is in really, really good shape, and I think I got it for like $10, $12. So, yeah. Love this character. Really funny. Great comedy take on Conan. I'm sure everybody is familiar with Gru. This issue made the list because of the story by Alan Moore. Of course, it's also got great art by Dave Gibbons. Superman Annual number 11. I think it was like $2 at the flea market. Don't usually find this out. Comic stores, flea markets, anywhere. Really great story. You know, it's the classic. Superman's birthday, and Mongo gives him the gift, what Superman has always wanted, or so they think. But, yeah, great story. This made the list because of the artist. It's, you know, pretty decent Bronze Age key. Great Steve Ditko art. Shade the Changing Man number 1. You know, there's another flea market find for like $5. It's in pretty good shape. It's got a little bit of color bleed through in a couple of places. Other than that, you know, edges are pretty sharp. Corners are still fairly sharp. It's kind of off-white pages. Good condition. This one I was really happy to find. It's another Jim Lee or Jack Kirby classic. Good Lord, how did I get those names confused? Machine Man number 1, good Bronze Age key. This one is it's in VG shape. It's not bad. It's got a little crease here at the corner, here at the bottom as well. But overall, it's not too bad. This book here, man, I loved this book as a kid. Read a few stories. Very quirky team up. Champions number 1. Won this on eBay for a good price. It was like $5. And it's just it's an odd team. You know, it's really you know, pretty good stories. It's a good Bronze Age key. Another good Bronze Age key. I was really happy to pick this up. I was a huge fan of the old cartoon. Used to see it in reruns as a kid. Grabbed Spider-Woman number 1. Still trying to track down a copy of Marvel Spotlight 32 for a decent price, but was happy to pick this up. It's less than $10. This is an underrated key, I think. I've seen this in a couple of people's videos recently, and I think I have to agree. Great book. Was happy to pick that up. Now down to an actual, you know, comics. These are probably my top 2 favorite of the past year, for a couple of reasons. First one here is Amazing Spider-Man number 194. First appearance of the Black Cat. Great character, a great key to have, and you know, near mint, it's like an $85 book in the guide. This is in probably fine conditions. It's not too bad. I found it for $1. You know, $1 at the flea market. Great deal. It's a steal, really, and it's just one of my favorite pickups this past year. And then lastly, this issue here was really excited to find this. My girlfriend actually helped me find it. Had been picking up some of the Teen Titans run, Marv Wolfman and George Perez. Some great books. I overlooked it when I was a kid. Focused more on X-Men, which is still, you know, a big focus point of mine, but I want to branch out some, and this just seemed kind of natural to spread out to the Teen Titans. It's a very similar kind of story, and I found the Teen Titans number 44 first Nightwing for $5, and I actually found the whole Judas contract storyline all together. The rest of the issues were, you know, $1 or $2 a piece. This was $5. Great find at Guides for like $50. This is in very fine to near mint, you know, about a 9.0, great condition. So overall, this is probably my favorite pickup this past year. My last four are some Marvel the comic magazines from the 70s. Been loving picking some of these up. Want to try to complete a little series of like Marvel Preview and the Marvel Super Specials based on the movies and things, and managed to pick up some really good issues this year. First I got here Marvel Preview presents number 2 with the Punisher. It was his first origin story. It also happens to be the first appearance of Dominic Fortune, but yeah, it's the first time they showed the Punisher's origin. It's a great issue to pick up. And this one here, it's actually one issue. I've got 2 copies in different grades. It's another Marvel Preview. This is number 4, first appearance of Star-Lord. Like I said, I've got 2 of those. I was really happy to find those, especially with the announcement of the movie. And I think this one was like $2, and this one was $4. This one's not in that great a shape. The cover is split at the spine. It's got some wear in the corner. It's got some issues. Like I said, I think it was $1, $2. This issue here, it's not in the best of shape, but the spine isn't split. It's got a couple of issues. It's got a little wear, and there is a little bit of staining here, but it's in a little better condition than the other one. It's still for $4. Great book to have. Like that 2 issues, so I was really happy to pick those up. And lastly, of the magazines, I think my favorite one this year, you know, despite the Star-Lord, you know, I'm sure being worth more, I was really glad to find this. Loved this show as a kid. I'm sure they were reruns when I saw them, but still loved this show as a kid. Even like the remake they did on Sci-Fi. It's Marvel Super Special. I think this is number 8. It's Battlestar Galactica, and there are 2 versions of this. This is the magazine sized. The other version is, you know, it's like a tablet size. It's about this much taller and a little bit wider, and it's got the square bound spine, but this has the regular magazine format. It's a little harder to find. And then again, this is another flea market find, and it was like maybe $5, I think. I can't remember. It was really cheap. Everything I pick up I pick up pretty cheap. So yeah, that was my overdue Christmas haul. And looking back on 2013 and some of my top back issue buys, like I said, nothing fantastic. no Hulk 181s or giant size X-Men #1. Nothing like that. No first Thanos or Galactus, Silver Surfer, anything like that. I wish I was able to find some things like that that I could afford, but you know, not bad. Got some other books that came close, but I think these were my top picks. So yeah, you guys, I appreciate you, everybody watching the videos, commenting. I think I'm up to like 75 subscribers now. So that's really great. I've only been on there since like August of 2013, so about 6 months now, and it's been really great. I appreciate everything everybody does, and you know, let's keep it rolling in 2014. Great community we got going, and I'm glad somebody started this on YouTube. It's really great thing, really great service to a lot of us who don't have you know, people in our day-to-day lives that we can sit here and brag about our comics and geek out on. So appreciate it, everybody. Hope 2014 is a great year for everyone, and yeah, till next time, take care.